Time for another decluttering video. I just really want to organise all my drawers and just get rid of anything that I don't need, because at the moment I'm not able to sort of get to things that I want. There's things I haven't tried because I can't find them or I've forgotten about them, and there's just too much stuff to get through to find what I want. So we're going to go through my blushes and my bronzers today, and we're going to try and reorganise and do something a little bit better with them. So this is my blusher drawer, and before we dive into it I just want to briefly explain what my issues are. So I've got all my loose blushes in these two baskets, which is absolutely fine, but if I take one of these out I'll show you what problems I have. So I've got like this row here which is kind of stopping me getting to the back, and then at the back we have all my palettes, and I just can't get to them, so I don't use them, I don't reach for them, I don't touch them. They're just right at the back, getting no use whatsoever. And there's some really nice products in there, some really nice blushes and palettes and things like that that I just don't give any sort of time to. So there you go, there's my bronzer drawer, and this is, I don't actually have that many bronzers, so then I've got overspill in here as well. So I've got all my single bronzers are just in this one pot, so as you can see that's a lot less than the blushes. But then I've just got random palettes, like these two are bronzing palettes, but some of them are mixtures, so they've got bronze face and blusher, and if I wanted a blusher or a highlighter I would never go in my bronzer drawer, if that makes sense. I've got this palette which I think is a highlight, oh no, that's a gorgeous MAC palette. I don't think I've ever used this. I think I might have swatched it. The reason I've never used it is sat in my bronzer drawer, and when I want something like this I just don't think, oh, go in my bronzer drawer. It's one of those. So I want to see if I can get my blushes and my bronzers in one drawer, and then have a separate drawer for face palettes. I'm hoping that I'll be able to declutter enough to do that, because there isn't as much in this drawer as there is in this drawer, and I don't know whether that'll play a part, if that makes sense, because there's a heck of a lot of these loose ones. So we're back onto the blushes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through these one by one, decide what I need, what I don't need, and anything that I don't need for now can go in one of these tubs, because these are loose products. I don't really want them. It's one thing decluttering eyeshadow palettes and putting them in a pile, it's another thing with like small products. So I've got this tub here. I'm going to see if I can fill this, because it's not actually that big, it's this big. If I can fill that I'll be very happy. Anything that is either lightly used or new will be sold on Depop or eBay, so I will link those down below, just because I don't want to waste anything. But yeah, let's get on into it. So I'm just going to start with this side for no reason other than there's already one thing that I know that I am going to declutter. See, I've got two of these. These are the I've got the NARS one now as well. So these are the NARS dupe. How similar do they look? I'll show you the insides as well. So it's the Aldi dupe for the NARS Orgasm. I mean, they're not that similar, to be honest, but the packaging is insanely similar. So yeah, I don't know how they got away with that one, but that is that. So obviously I'm keeping my NARS. I'm going to get rid of the brand new Aldi one, because I've got a backup. I don't know why I got a backup. I've not even used this one, I don't think. I might have used it once, I can't even remember, but I'm keeping one of them, and I'm going to put one in the pile to be decluttered. Some of these I'm going to keep because they might be the only one that I've got of a particular brand. That's just because I was planning on doing like a full face of certain brands at some point. And so far all I've done is Shein. I haven't done any others. So yeah, I'm going to probably be keeping one of most brands, if not all brands. So let's see what else we've got. Oh, that's cute. So this is a Karl Lagerfeld. Doesn't say on it what it is, but it looks to me a bit like a highlighter rather than a blusher, but it is in a blush tone. So yeah, I think we'll keep that one for now. I'm going to get rid of this. I don't think I've ever used this one. No, it's still sealed, so I'm going to get rid of this NYX. It's a cheek contour duo. We're getting rid of that one. I think I've got another NYX in here, at least one. We've got the Primark Angel Powders. I've never used either of these either, so they're going. We've got this NYX one, so I'm going to put that to one side for now and see if we've got any more NYX. This is my only Elizabeth Arden, so I'll keep this. It's a really nice shade. I'll show you with a swatch. So it's really quite pretty and subtle. I do like that, so that's staying. That's my only Elizabeth Arden blusher. And this is my only Colourpop one, I think, which is like a peach shade. And I really like peachy tones, so yeah, that one's staying. The fact that I have to import Colourpop as well from America means that I don't really want to get rid of stuff to then repurchase it. So we've got some Primark blushes. I'm only going to keep one, I think. So we've got Secrecy and More. I think I'm going to keep... don't know which shade to keep. I'm going to keep a More and get rid of the more peachy toned one. I might have another one of these open. If I do, I'm going to get rid of this. Well, if I have, I don't know where it is. So I'm going to keep this for now because this is like the only sort of shocking pink highlighter blusher I've got. Which is great when you're doing certain looks. So yeah, I'll keep that for now. I'm going to keep my Milani because this is very new to me and it's the only Milani I've got. This one's in Berry and More. I know there's like a cult one that everyone has. I've never tried that one though. But that's Berry and More there. It's really pretty. I need to find out what this cult one is and get it, I think. We've got two MUAs. These are sealed, so I'm going to get rid of those because I've got an open one. I've got this one that's open. I'll keep that one because it's my only one that I think I've got open. I'm going to keep this NARS. This is a highlighter and blush duo. I feel like I might put this in my highlighter drawer though because I don't really use the blusher. I kind of only use the highlighter, and because it's in my blush drawer I don't use it at all. So I'm going to put this to one side and I'm going to put this in my highlighter drawer because it will get more use that way. We've got a Ciate one. This is quite new to my collection and it is quite a nice pink and it's very different to anything else. I've got a lot of berries and that's more pinky than a berry. Again, this is my only Laura Geller, so I'm keeping this one. I know people say, I know like a lot of these blushes are very similar to one another. I've got a thing for blush, so even though they are similar, I just love blushes. So this is my Tarte one, and this one I do use the blush on more than the highlight. That looks like that. I just really like that one. It's a really gorgeous shade, so we're keeping that one. We've got this Rimmel one. It is sealed, I think. Oh no, it's not. It is brand new. I'm going to put that to one side and see if I've got any other Rimmel ones, and if not, I'll probably end up keeping it just for the brand. Once I've done my videos, I'll probably declutter more. We've got this P. Louise one, which is like a blush topper. It's really, really pretty. I don't really use it because it was limited edition and people can't really get it, but I might use it on a video when I'm just unboxing and not sort of discussing things. So we've got this Bare Minerals one. It's new and it's sealed, and yeah, I might sell that because I don't see myself doing a full face of Bare Minerals, if I'm honest, just because of the price of Bare Minerals. So I probably will sell that because it is brand new and unused. And yeah, it was expensive and I've not reached for it, so I obviously don't need it. Number 7, I got this one in the advent calendar last year, but it's the colour that I used to always wear, so I was really pleased to get this colour. I had a really old one that was battered and the plastic had fallen out and stuff, so I got rid of that one and kept this one, so I'm keeping this. We've got a Makeup Obsession one, which looks like this. I don't know what to do about that one because I feel like these might be discontinued now. I'll hold on to it now, I'll look into it because I do like this blusher, but if it's been discontinued I might get rid. W7, I think I got this in an advent calendar. It's not my shade, it's not been swatched. I am going to get rid of this one. It is gorgeous, but it's just so dark, it's really not my shade. And then we have the NARS Orgasm stick. I've not used this, but for some reason it's gone a bit funny at the end. But yeah, I've not used that, but I hold on to that because if I ever do a full face of cream products, it's my only cream blush that I do have because I don't like cream products. So carrying on with the blushes, we have Soap and Glory. This one is a sort of pinky colour. It's called Rosy Chick. I'm going to keep that. That is my only Soap and Glory one. This is my only BH Cosmetics. I've not had this one that long, so I am going to be keeping that. Shein, which looks like this. I've used this once in a video. I think I'll keep this one for now. This is my only Max Factor. It's still sealed. So anyway, I'm going to keep it because it's my only Max Factor. So we've got 2 of these 17 blushes. One of them's Plum Puff and one of them's Nude. Now, Plum Puff is my favourite blush of all time. This has been discontinued, but because that's my favourite, I am holding on to that. I've got an open one of this as well, and I'm going to get rid of the Nude because I've never tried it, and if I love it, then I'll be really sad. So we'll get rid of that one and keep that one. We have Pixie. This is the Beach Rose, which looks like that, and it's really lovely, so I am keeping that. We have Physicians Formula. This is the only blush I've got from Physicians Formula, and it's really nice. It is Plum Rose. A lot of my blushes are called that. I got this from, I imported this one from America, so yeah, it cost me a pretty penny, so I'm keeping that for now. Got this Colourpop one, but as I said, I've got that other Colourpop one now, so I'm probably gonna get rid of this one. This one is Aphrodisiac Super Shot. Revolution, I'm gonna get rid of the strawberry and keep the peach. Got a Becca one. This one's called Foxglove. It's very dark, but it's so pretty, so I am holding on to that one for now. Then we've got the Bella Pierre, which came in Look Fantastic this month. Really gorgeous shade. I'm really pleased that I received that. Thank you, Look Fantastic, for sending that to me. We have a Cargo one, which looks like this. It's a nice mix. When you mix it all together, it's kind of like a bronzy, blushy mixture. It's lovely. I do like that one. We've got this NYX one. I think this is the only NYX one that I've got that's not that bright pink one, so we'll keep that. And then we've got another Karl Lagerfeld, a bit darker, and we've got a B blusher again. The only B blusher I've got. So we've moved them to one side and we can finally get at all this other stuff. So MUA I'm going to get rid of because we kept one earlier. This I would never part with. This is my Hourglass. This is really new to me. Then we've got 2 Morphe ones. So we've got a pinky one and a more sort of orangey one. I think I might get rid of that one. No, I'll keep them both for now. Got Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a trio. So this one is Pool Party. We've got the more pinky one, which is Pink Passion. We've got this Illamasqua. I think it's supposed to be a highlighter, but I would use it as a blush topper, which is why it's in my blusher drawer. This is called OMG Burst. That's quite new, so I'm keeping that. We've got a Blushing Hearts, which looks like that. It's very, very pretty. Do I need it? I'm going to be brave and get rid. So this is the Too Faced Love Flush palette, which I think I've barely used because I can't get to it. So yeah, that looks like that. I am going to try and use it going forward. So this is Revolution Blush Queen. I used to use this a lot, so this has been used to death. So I wouldn't get rid of this for the fact that nobody would want it. It is well used. Like, none of my palettes ever have any stuff on them, and that is just covered in makeup. None of my palettes get that way because I don't use them that much. But yeah, that one's been used to death for me. I know nothing's hit pan, but that has been used to death. So that is the Blush Queen, and I am keeping that. This is new to my collection. This is the Flamingo Revolution blusher set. So I'm keeping that because it is literally only a few weeks old. We have the Freedom Pro Blush. This is like the sort of apricot and peachy tones. This is such a gorgeous palette, but it's been at the back, so I haven't had a chance to use it. I think I might have used it once or twice and then it got stuck at the back, so I'm gonna bring this out and use it now. This one is gorgeous. I did test this on my channel a few months back. It's the Roxy blush palette. I've not tried these four, but these four are absolutely stunning, and obviously the other four will be perfect for a darker skin tone. Absolutely love this palette. It's so, so good. So yeah, this will get more use in its own drawer. So we've got the Golden Sugar 2, which looks like this. This is another Revolution one. I'm not ready to part with this one yet either. I really like this shade here. I feel like this should be in a highlighter drawer. I don't know. See, this is why I'm doing a face palette drawer, because I never know where to put these types of palettes. We've got the NYX Sweet Cheeks, and I'm not even sure I've used this. Yeah, this is brand new. I am actually going to pass this on because I've got another NYX blusher that I can use, and I may as well. I'm never going to get through all these products in my life, so that one can go. This is the Hot Spice Blush by Revolution. That is still sealed, and as much as it looks lovely, I am going to pass that on because I have got too much blush. And yeah, if I didn't have many, if I only had 2 or 3, I'd keep this because the colour story is gorgeous. That's why I bought it. But there's no point holding on to a million palettes because I'm never going to use them all. So this is new and sealed, and this is the Maybelline Colour Highlighting Kit and Blush Palette. I'm going to keep it because these two shades I know I will use, especially if I do a Maybelline video. So yeah, I am going to keep it for now. I think that's the only Maybelline blusher I've got. Then we've got 2 L'Oreal's. That one was a bargain at £4. And one's pinks. They're both sealed, so... Oh, no, that's not. So that is the sort of orangey tones. What's this one called? So that's called the Ambers. And then this one is the pinks. Now, the pinks is sealed. I'm going to get rid of the pinks because it's sealed and it's brand new. I'm going to keep the Ambers because it only cost £4. That one didn't. That one I got full price, I think. But this is open and it's been used a little bit by myself, so yeah, may as well keep the one I've used. This one, which I love, this is from Primark. I use these 2 shades mostly. So there's a blush and a highlight, and I particularly like the highlight on this. They should have made this a permanent one because I love this range. I've got the eyeshadow palette as well. And yeah, I would never really part with this until I hit pan, I don't think. So we've got some Revolution Sprinkle. Don't think I need both of these, and I don't think I've opened these. Yeah, neither of these have been swatched. I'm going to keep this one, and I'm going to get rid of that one. That one's called Frosted Cupcake. I'm going to keep Ice Cream Sundae. Then we have some more palettes. We've got a Laura Geller palette, which looks like this. I'm going to keep that one. So then we have a sleek face palette. I think I've literally just swatched this and nothing else. I'm not going to keep that. A Knit Fab blush palette. I wanted this for ages, so I am going to keep that. So we have the Revolution Pro 4K blush palette in mauve. It was still sealed. It's still sealed inside. That's going. Then we have the Beauty Bakery piece of cake. I'm going to keep this because I've still not tried it, even though I've had it for 12 months or so. It looks like this. It is a bit of a waste of packaging. There's 3 blushes in that massive packet, but yeah, I'm going to keep this for now. So now we have the bronzer drawer. Most of this is going to end up going in the palette drawer, which I think is going to be this one here. These I'm keeping. They were limited edition and they're so good. I tested them on my channel. I don't think you can get them anymore, but they are so amazing and I really love Soph and really support her, so those are staying. We're going to get rid of this because I was blown away by this when I got it in a mystery box, but I haven't used it since, so it's not going to get used, so it's going. This is the Contour Palette by Revolution. I haven't really used this, but saying that, I don't have that many contour palettes, so I will keep it for now. Definitely keeping this on. So this is a MAC Trio. So pretty. It's just got stuffed in this drawer so it never gets used. So we've got these two, which are the Sculpt and Glow Contour and Highlight palettes, 2 different shades. Both I think will work for me. I haven't tried them yet, so I'll keep them for now. We have this, which is very new to my collection. It's the XX Revolution face palette, and this one is in Gravitate, so I'll save that one for now. We have a Patricia Bright contour palette. I've not even used that. I've kept all them others, so I think I'm going to actually pass this one on. Got a Style one. I think we're getting too many now, so I might pass this along. We have an Aldi Liqueur Bronzer, which looks like this. I am going to keep this one for now, just because I've got an Aldi video coming up. We have the Sunkissed Bronze and Glow Bronzing Pearls. I'm going to get rid of those. Got the W7 Honolulu Loose bronzing powder. If I've got another W7, I'll get rid. Have I got a pressed one? I'm going to keep this one for now because I am planning on doing a video on W7. I'm going to get rid of this. This is the CYO Bronzing Rocks. Never used them. We've got 17 Bronzing Rocks. Again, never used them. Get rid. I'm going to keep this for a bit longer. I've still never used it and I've had it for ages, but we're going to try and use it. It is a Pixie bronzer, but I just love the packaging because it's in like a little, and it's got a little mirror on the front top. So yeah, you keep that one for now. This is my favourite bronzer of all time and it's been discontinued recently. So yeah, I'm keeping these because these are my backups. Thank goodness for backups in that situation. This one I've recently picked up in Latest in Beauty. It's a bit light for me, but I'm going to see how I can make it work. It's quite nice and shimmery. I might use it over the top of a darker one. Then we have all the singles. So we've got Cover FX. I think this one's too light for me, which is unheard of because I'm so pale. But look, it kind of almost looks like a pressed powder. It is Sunkissed bronzer. I think I might pass this on because it is like ridiculously pale. I mean, it's nearly my skin colour and I'm pale. I mean, look how pale I am and still. Yeah, so we get rid of that. Got a Rimmel one. We'll keep that for now because I think that's my only Rimmel one. Likewise, this is my only L'Oreal one. I don't think I've used it, but it's there. That's Back to Bronze. You've got to obviously keep a bit of Physicians Formula in your life. So that's that. That's the light bronzer. You can smell that. We have the Doll Light Gimme Sun, which looks like this. We have the Olivia Hale. I think I'm going to get rid of this. think I've swatched that, but that's about it. We've got this NYX bronzer and blusher combination, but that looks like a really nice bronzer shade, so we'll keep that one for now. A Sayati one. I don't even know if I say that right. Just like a little mini. We'll keep that for now. We've got quite a few NYX ones here. So we've got, so the first one we've got is taupe, and then we've got bronzed, which I think is actually technically a blusher, but it's in a sparkly bronze shade. I've not touched that one. I'm going to get rid of that one because it's not really the right shade for me. Very warm and very sparkly. And then we've got this one, which is nude. Again, this is a blush, but I've put it in the bronzer thing because it's like a bronzed colour. I've not tried this one yet, but I will try it soon. Got this Obsession one. And it's a bit battered, to be honest with you, so I think I'll just keep it for that reason and try and sort of use it up. That one's in the shade Light. It's a light contour. I wouldn't use that as contour, I would use that as bronzer. We've got this number 7 Caramel Bronzer. I need to retry this. I think it's too light for me, but I need to retry it and decide, and then I might pass it on if it's not quite right. Got a Nude by Nature. This one is in Bondi Bronze. It is all sealed still, but I do kind of want to try that, so I will keep it. We have a little mini Kevyn Aucoin, and that's a bronzer and a highlighter. Probably should go in my palette drawer, so I'll put that to one side, but definitely keeping this. I've not had it that long. Got a mini NARS. This one is Laguna. Don't think I've tried that yet, so we need to give that one a try. We've got a little mini Hoola. That's not actually been tried, and I have Hoola in about 77 palettes, so that is brand new. I'm going to get rid. So back here again, we've got a load of palettes that I never use because they're stuck at the back. So we've got the Revolution Pro Cool 4K Bronzer. I mean, I've opened it, I've took the packet off, but I've never used that, and I don't think I will. So that's going. And can we just appreciate this tub at the moment? It is full. I'm going to have to get another tub. So yeah, we're doing really, really well. So we've got the She Glam highlighter palette. This is like one of the Shein brands. Don't really want to keep this. I might keep it for now just in case I decide to do something else with Shein products. So we've got the Cheek Leaders Pink Squad, and as I say, there's a Hoola in there. This whole palette's untouched, but the Hoola's untouched, so I don't need that mini that's untouched as well. So this has got Tickle, California, Dandelion, Dallas and Hoola, and then I've got the Cheek Parade, which has Hoola Light, Hoola, like the Hoola Light's the one I've used the most of. Hoola I've hardly touched. I've used a lot of the Rockateur, and I don't think I've used Dandelion. Pretty much just used Rockateur and Hoola Light out of that palette. So yeah, I've got these two palettes. They've both got a large Hoola in, so I do not need that mini untouched Hoola. Maybelline, I'm going to get rid. It's a bronzer palette, it's sealed. Okay, so this says it's a blush palette, but it's got in my bronzer drawer, and I can kind of see why, but it's definitely got some highlight shades in there. I'm going to actually, obviously, now I'm doing a face palette drawer, it's going to go in there, so that makes much more sense. So we've got the Barry M Cream Contour Kit. I was keeping this for if I did a full face of cream makeup, but I've got that contour stick that I'd forgotten about, so this is going, it's sealed. We've got the Revolution contour palette. I got this in a gift set. It's a really nice palette actually. I am going to keep this one. It's got lots of nice highlighters. In particular, that costume is lovely. And we've got my Nip Fab Bronzer Palette. I got this sort of about this time last year, but then obviously because of the way my drawers are arranged, they're right at the back, that's where it stayed. So I've not tried it yet. We've got my ABH Contour Kit. I have used this. Although, looking at it, it looks like I haven't. I definitely have used this quite a few times. I think I've used this shade in particular a lot. I'm definitely keeping this one. This is light to medium. And then we've got the Primark Fierce palette, which is stunning. But do I need it? Have I got any Primark bronzers in here? No. I'll keep it for now because I've got no other Primark bronzers. But it might be one that I declutter at a later date. Right, so to start putting things back in, I think what I'm going to do, so this is going to be my palette drawer. I think what I'm going to do, instead of doing small to big and the big getting at the back and then staying there, I think I'm going to split it in half and have like small on one side and then big on the other. So I think what I'm going to do is I've got this little organiser here. I'm going to put all my sort of smaller palettes in this organiser, and then hopefully that means I can get to the bigger ones and actually use them. So we're into the top drawer, which is just going to be my loose blush and bronzers. I've put all my bronzers in this little tub at the front. So I've just put a few of my blushes here, just a bit of overflow. But there's all this gap now, and I'm thinking I might even put my mini palettes in here. My next job is my highlighter drawer, and that is my highlighter drawer. That is both palettes and loose highlighters like this. That is all that's in that drawer. It's not even any other kind, it's just pressed. So I'm thinking some of the highlighter palettes might fit in here, or these might go in here with the highlighter palettes, and then the loose ones go in here. Because I've got this drawer as well of highlighters, which are powders, liquids and creams. So this drawer I'm quite happy with because there's like this many loose highlighters, there's this many liquids and this many creams. It's not too bad, but this one is just disgusting. Really. This one is just revolting. It's awful. It stresses me out because I can't get to anything because it's all sort of buried. It's a bit pointless having all this stuff when you can't use it because you can't get to it. So that's my next job. So that's going to be next week's video. So I may rearrange this again. But for now, this is what we've got. So we've got the palettes drawer, which looks much better than how it was arranged before. And we've got the bronzer and blush drawer, which has just got a massive gap, which is amazing. So I'm really pleased. And out of this we got this big tub that's overspilling, and also this tub here, which is only got a few dregs in, but yeah, quite a lot. So yeah, I hope you did enjoy this video. I love organising. I wish I didn't have so much to organise because it is time consuming, but I love rearranging stuff. I do it all the time, and well, you kind of have to when you're someone like me that has a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'm really proud that this is now my single blush and bronzer drawer. I actually thought my collection was a lot worse than it is in the respect of blushes and bronzers. I thought my blushes were out of control when really they're only in this one yeah, there's a lot. They're only in this one thing. I thought they would take up the whole drawer on their own, but I forgot about the face palette. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a video again soon. Bye!